about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not.
Hello friends and enemies, we're back for another Romancelandia Monthly. What happened this month? A lot, but not a lot. I don't know how else to explain it, but we're gonna jump right into it. If you're new here, this is what I do every month. I recap the Romancelandia news that caught my eye. I'm gonna miss stuff, I'm not perfect, and if you're new and you want more romance content, be sure to click that subscribe button to stick around. I post videos 3 times a week. Wow, yep, yeah, I do 3 times a week now. Okay, yep, lots of feelings about that. But first up, let's just go ahead and run right into it. I'm gonna break this down into sections, and there will be, those sections will be marked in the description box and on your time bar if you wanna skip around. First up, we got nothing for RWA this month. Just is what it is. We're not going there. Instead, let's detour into a publisher did what? That's right, a publisher was acting a fool recently. Unsurprising? Kind of surprising? I don't know how I feel about it, but Entangled on TikTok decided to post a delightfully awful TikTok talking about how it's wrong that straight writers are writing queer stories. I will put a screenshot of it right here, and I will link to the Twitter thread in the description box so you can watch the full video. But you know, like, this was right around when Becky Albertalli actually came out in an article, like that same day or within a day of this, about how she's bi and was still figuring it out. And it's just like, you know, we can't force writers to reveal their traumas or identities to us necessarily in the name of own voices. Like, that's counterproductive to that movement and that whole thing, especially because not everyone lives somewhere where it's legal to even identify at any capacity on the LGBTQIA+ spectrum of choices. Like, there are places where that's not allowed, y'all. Like, you can't force your belief that they need to be outed to be able to write these stories. There's, whoo, it's a mess. But anyways, instead of apologizing appropriately, they allowed the teen daughter of their executive to run themselves a deeper hole. And I just want to remind you that, like, there are PR companies and there are marketing firms you can hire to do these things for you. And like, I feel like we've seen it enough in the last 3 years. How to apologize is pretty well out there, and honestly, it's not hard. Like, you say you're sorry, you say what you're gonna do to take steps to not make the same mistakes, and you implement those things. Like, apologize very specifically for what you did and tell the people what your action steps are. That's all you have to do. It's really, really not that hard. But instead, they just kept digging a hole. And y'all, Entangled's messy. Wow, are they messy with this? I want to say I was shocked. I wasn't. Honestly, when this came out, I was just like, cool. As someone who used to work in marketing and around a lot of PR things, I'm just like, nothing phases me when it comes to this stuff. I'm just like, yep, sounds about right. A company that, once again, just did not know how to handle social media. Like, I feel like this is just a story we keep hearing on repeat, at least. Yeah, it's really not hard, guys. You do better. And don't just like give your teen daughter control of social. That's a choice. You should have a whole marketing team that can do that for you. Maybe. Yeah, book people, just like publishers and other bookish people, I feel like continue to be unable to properly apologize. And it's disappointing sometimes. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm disappointed. And we're gonna continue this disappointment train because I'm not gonna put this cover up, okay? First of all, I will link to it, but I'm not putting this cover up because, one, I don't want to to give anyone trauma, but why do we keep having the conversation about Nazi romances? I don't understand what people don't get about this, but you cannot romanticize Nazis. Like, okay, if you're gonna write a romance and it's gonna be like about someone infiltrating the Nazis or whatever, why would you not throw a fit if your publisher gave you a cover with swastikas on it? Also, why do you need to romanticize Nazis? They're not romantic. Nothing about that is romantic. Nothing can ever be romantic about that. Especially like when it's a Jewish heroine or love interest and she's been kidnapped or being forced to be with this that is never gonna happen. That is not taboo. That is not dark. It's just plain fucked up. And y'all need to stop. You need to stop. Whoever keeps writing this shit needs to stop. I will come find you. I will kick you, bite your ankles. Anyways, Boldwood Books published a book called The German Officer's Girl. It's the story of a strong woman risking her life to go undercover and infiltrate the Nazis occupying Paris. She does this to gain intelligence for the French war effort, and meanwhile she has a romance and finds her true love with a British soldier. But the cover does not indicate that in any capacity. It literally looks like it's this woman and a Nazi in love and swastikas all around. What? Romancelandia news continues to bring up my blood pressure. Oh my god, y'all. No. God, I feel like this is 2 months of me just going, no, stop it. But seriously, no, stop it. Like, stop. I am so frustrated at the idea that 1, an author isn't gonna kick a fit over this cover. 2, that we just keep doing it. Like, it's not hard. I don't care if it's historical fiction. Just like fucking stop writing about Nazis and making it seem like they're a love interest or in any capacity being romanticized. Like, just stop. I understand like World War II, like historical fiction is very popular. I just think there's a lot of trauma there that we're ignoring when we aren't cautious and thoughtful in how we enact these things, right? Like, and how we deal with them and how we speak about them and what we write about them, especially like high key, like the case if you are not Jewish and someone who, or Romani, or any of the millions of people, whatever the number is, that were affected by the Nazis in a very like extreme capacity, because like that is not cool. All right, let's go on to happier stuff. Happy news. Okay, so I've got some fun bookish announcements this month, which I'm really excited to be sharing because I'm excited about these, and I just think we're gonna run right into it. One of my friends is the editor of this. She helped assemble this anthology, so yes, I am biased, I'm not gonna lie, but I just want everyone to know that Love All Year is out with an anthology about holidays that are not your normal holidays. So you're not seeing Christmas and Hanukkah and everything else. We're getting a whole variety of holidays from various religions and beliefs, and I'm just so proud of you, E. I'm so proud of you. I don't even know if you watch my videos, but I'm so freaking proud of you, and I think everyone should go check this out. It's only $2.99. Go pick it up and support my friends. So they put out another one because I want more. Let's see. Lorraine Heath announced a new book coming out, I think in 2022, that is about World War II set in Texas with women pilots. So here's a book I want, right? In World War II. Like, this sounds fun. It's these women training British pilots in Texas, and there's romance, and it should be fun and should be very interesting, but the backdrop is not infiltrating the Nazis. Like, the backdrop is getting ready to go fight the Nazis. And that works to me, for me, much differently in this scenario. Tracy Livesay has a rapper royalty romance. So they go to England to perform for the royal family, and there's a love story. I'm very excited for this. It's coming from Avon, hopefully in, I think, 2022 or 2021, I'm not positive, but I thought this was a fun announcement. It sounds intriguing, a nice twist on the like royalty romances. Then Mia Sosa has Son of a Beach, which I love this title, cracks me up, which is going to be enemies trapped on one island. So instead of there's only one bed, there's only one island. I like this. I like this a lot. A lot. And this is an Audible original, unfortunately, / exclusive, and that's no fun. And then let's talk about just some general romance news and coverage. So Shondaland has an article on indie romance being big business. I think it's a really interesting read, and I think as like romance people, it's interesting to think about how we treat indie when it's actually like can be a really booming business depending on the author and how they handle their business side of it. Mia Sosa won Best Romance for Worst Best Man from the International Latino Book Awards, so congrats. I loved Worst Best Man. I think it's a great book. Wonderful on audio. Then Hallmark is looking for LGBTQIAP+ romances, so maybe if you're an author or something. And if not, let's be excited for hopefully soon some more LGBTQIAP+ romances on Hallmark. I'm super down for this. And then I've seen a lot of people asking around with everything going on with J.K. Rowling being turf trash for books by some trans or non-binary authors, and I wanted to share a list here from M with those things. I think they're a great resource, especially now that Corey's gone, unfortunately, but I think they can be a great resource for finding more authors. Hopefully you can find some you want to read and dive right in. That's it for this month's Romancelandia Monthly. I know it's a short month. Honestly, like, I was gonna unpack the entangled thing more, the entangled thing more, but I think that there's enough on Twitter to just guide you through it, because I'm not gonna, those videos are down, I think they were deleted, so I don't think I can import them into the. If you enjoyed this, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to find me anywhere else on social media, I'm on Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter. You can find links to that in the description box on my link tree. Also, you can join the Romance YouTuber Discord if you are a creator or a viewer of RomanceTube and come hang out with us. We chat in there regularly. We help out each other if we're romance tubers with anything that you need. And what else? Yeah, that's about it. I will see you again in just a few days with another video. If you're watching this today, it goes up tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern Daylight Time. We will be live on my channel with the Romance Booktuber read along. I hope you come join us. If not, feel free to throw it on and watch while you read one day, because it's usually a good time. The last one on Saturday that we had an extended for, I was a little saucy, so who knows what will come on Tuesday. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in a few days. Bye.
Really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.